Portals online. Da, 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 na, 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 na. Alright, that has been run. Let's get my cords untangled and then get ready to go. First scheduled match for the Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament is online at 5 p.m. Pacific. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! The Dragon Lord must be defeated. And may the light shine upon thee. We're starting with the sword. Wings, so we'll also get to keep our starting key. Heal more, dong dong dong. And our strength doesn't matter, we have the sword. It is 4, which is the minimum. We're going to still save and check the treasury in the basement. The armor could be there, quest items could be there, an extra key and gold could be there. Could be nothing there, that would also be a useful thing to know about. Fairy water, herb. Fighter's ring, that's another 2 attack power, and a replacement key. So we'll put on the fighter's ring, we'll save again, and then go into the basement, looking for a gold or a 3rd key. Basement is Swamp South. I don't have... Yeah, there's no outside. There's no point in even trying to go through that, though. I will note it down that it's there, though. Because it could go to Garanham. That's the only way I still get a gold grind. Scorpion is arguably the perfect first enemy. Looks like we're starting on the right-hand edge of the map. Level 2, we get 15 power, 4 agility, 3 health, 15 MP. Level 3, we get 3 power, 4 agility, 5 health, no MP. After a fairly high MP start, I'm not at all unhappy about that. Double cave. Swamp North, so we know that where Swamp South comes out now. And the grave, which has red dragons in it. Ouch. Also, that Swamp Swamp Cave location confirms we have a 1-continent seed. Looks like we've started in the bottom right corner. Level 4, we get 1 power, 1 agility, no health, no MP. First down. I don't have any gear, I'd better heal. It's a good thing I healed. Yay, it's Brackenary. World leader in disappointment. No weapons here, but we do have a chainmail, a large shield, and that's it. We know there's no gold grind. There's a cave here. Do I even want Mountain Cave? No, I'd... Hey, Saka, welcome in. Warlock. Okay. Doing the work training next week, huh? Level 5, we get 5 power, 2 agility, 14 health, 8 MP. And we find the Mountain Cave. We know there's armored knights in this top floor and red dragons on the second floor. Slept and wrecked. Makes sense if whoever you're training's getting a raise. Or if they're new. Or for that matter, if you're getting a raise for training someone. Level 6. We get 2 power, 12 agility, 9 health, 11 MP. I think I win this fight. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I definitely don't win that fight. I'm sure I didn't ask it why. You just don't ask wyverns why. Here's another town and Sharlock. And a stone man. Pretty sure this isn't a only heal more seed. I have to keep trying to get into that town because it could be coal. Really. Another DL2 enemy. And it has to be the enemy most likely to ambush. I don't even mind the encounter rate. Granted, it is desert tiles, so highest encounter rate in the game. Let's grab level 7 and see what happens there. We could use some agility, I guess, and hit points. Well, we really need everything, but those are the two big ones that help more than anything else. It is dodging. Level 7, we get 5 power, 6 agility, 3 health, 1 MP, and regular hurt. Doesn't hurt, doesn't help. Well, I suppose it does hurt, but... Hawksness. We don't beat anything in Hawksness right now. Looks like there's nothing among those hill tiles. Drumlord is probably the kind of enemy I do want to see right now. Early mid-tier. From about wolf to wyvern. Definitely still swinging skeletons. I think I do try to take a couple of gold men here, so that I can pick up that large shield and... chainmail and Breckenary. Here's a new town, though. But of course there's a stone man here. I get away this time, though. Remalder, the key to keys, but not the key to keys. I actually do have to go and buy keys because I only have one. One set of keys obtained. Just a torch in the Remolder Inn. Most expensive torch in the game. Maybe we'll save it for Gwaelin. There's a leather armor and a silver shield here. Imagine being a bigger disappointment than Brackenary. There's a new cave, though. I am not strong enough for an axe knight. Double cave. First one's the Stones of Sunlight. With gold. Second is Tablet, both of our free item caves. And the token. That's an appropriate thing to be in the Tablet Cave. Any of Erdrick's items are, really. The ending of Dragon Warrior 3 is anything to go by. Where the heck are the mid-tier enemies? Like the Droll Magi. We'll note that down, but that's actually a good thing for us. Means he doesn't have a healing spell, and we're going to get some free attacks in. Bogus. Can't stop the sword magic. Level 8. We get 3 power, 7 agility, 17 health, no MP. I won't complain about fighting trolls, but it's not something I want to actively seek out. New cave? It has to be one of the trades, doesn't it? The harp trade. We're still looking for coal, really, and Cantlin. We also need to level up. Let's head back towards Remolder then. We could use a heal. Level 9, we get 11 power, no agility, no health, 1 MP, and radiant. I love Lamp. I'm not quite ready for this fight. I'm nowhere near ready for that fight. Toasty! Let's go over to Bracken area. We can at least get something resembling some defense. And then we'll try Mountain again? Question mark. Suppose I just keep swinging at that. Spectre is another decent enemy. Especially when I'm taking it down in one hit. Now with some gear, I actually have a reasonable chance to get away from things, even if it means having to heal more than once. First item here is a cursed belt. Ambush sleep, because of course it is. And I know based on what I've seen in Swamp Caves that second floor isn't much better. I suppose I can just try to go back into Swamp Cave and hope I don't run into any red dragon. See yet? Maybe I could try and fight a red dragon and just hope it doesn't high roll. Let's just hope 18 to 36 isn't his maximum. It could be. I could check Hawksness too. I do beat some of the enemies in there, like Axe Knight and Green Dragon. Maybe Stone Man if I had some luck. First item in grave is gold. Second is a torch. Third is a dragon scale. Definitely put that on. Only 2 defense, but it's a very strategically placed 2 defense. I actually should have healed there, but you can always just crit too. Level 10, we get 5 power, 3 agility, 8 health, 2 MP. I think I take this fight, and then no matter what, I get myself sent home and then go to Hawksness. As I win it in 3. I say get myself sent home and go to Hawksness, but just keep exploring instead. There's a dead end here. Ho ho ho, Green Dragon! I suppose now's a good time to get that sent. Take that trip home, or I could just grit. Get myself close enough to the level that I'm very tempted to just go take the level and see what happens after that. dragon. I think that last level made this a winnable fight. It was probably winnable the level before, but this just makes it comfortably winnable. Unless it breaks out the heal more. $180! And level 11. 0017. Hurt more. Ding ding ding. And nothing on the search tile. An elite amount of gold. Alright, let's go get slept and wrecked by a star wyvern again. I'd rather see the armored knight. Especially now that Hurtmore's shown up. No stop spell. Regular heal would be nice here. Second item is a torch. Third item is a key. Fourth item is a fairy water, which we will take. We can discard that cursed belt. Which means there is an item in either Cole or Hawks or Cantlin. It could be both. Probably should have dived grave earlier when I had the chance. I think I'm best off just fighting this out. Maybe. I have to swing here. I am not winning without swinging there. Probably should have swung the first time I was low too. I do win the fight and get the level. 12 has 8 power, 17 agility, 5 health, 8 MP, and regular heal. Get 17 agility, get ambushed. Welcome to Dragon Warrior. Let's use that herb. We do get to the final item, it's gold. Now we don't mind dying. Unless the coordinates send us back here, we're done down here. We might win this fight. We do. Bonus Demon Knight. That's Hawksness. That turned out to be nothing. Wait, I've heard more now. I don't need to be fighting wizards. Nothing here. Wizards would be good to fight if I didn't already have hurt more. Strength must be reasonably high. Probably in the low 100s based on how much I was doing to the red dragon earlier. Nothing up here. There's Remulder again. no effect. That is 1 in 16. Our pal is back. Small press on the Druid Lord, huh? We can deal with that. It is dodging. I probably should have healed there. The Green Dragon probably can do 29, given that I'm only wearing chainmail and a large shield. Wait, wasn't this where I was before? West of Sharlock? This was where I was before. This is west of Sharlock. So we'll continue heading towards the northwest corner. Level 13. We get 1 power, 2 agility, 14 health, 11 MP. It's probably time for a stats check, actually. I don't think I quite have the HP. No, I have HP, MP, I need attack power. Going back to Remolder. Garenham is still out there too. So there's 3 chests and 2 search spots before Diving Grave. It's better fights than a Rogue Scorpion, but let's get him out of here before he decides to deal too. 6767. Well, until I healed. Attack power is still a little low for anything other than double hurt more strats against the Armored Knight. Well, that's potentially dangerous. Actually, wait, I can just take a regular heal, and I'm barely out of range for an ambush Dragon Lord Breath. Oh? Do I actually need to be on the other side of this? I actually need to be on the other side of that water. Oh, I'm not winning this now. And I'm probably taking a death. No, I get away. Let's take the death now, though. Oops. This is where I'd repel if I had it. This is why I'd repel if I had it. Finally, an enemy worth fighting. Repel's back. Somewhere we're going to find like 3 towns in one screen. Level 14, we get 11 power, 1 agility, 11 health, 9 MP. It needed to give me 1 more agility or MP so that I could have 3 11s. Small heal so that we're out of range of ambush Dragon Lord breath. Another dodge. Six, 9, 6, 9. At least until I heal. There's a town. And another one. I did kind of call it. This one's coal! Exclamation mark coal. What will you find? There's no full plate here, or half plate even. So, boo. Is this even randomized? That's what you normally find there. Also don't have sleep yet. Garenham, home of the Garen hamsters. I think the Jerk Cave has to be back here. I believe that's the only one I haven't seen. Half plate. It's not a ton of extra defense, but it's enough. How many keys do I have left? 4 keys. Back here we find an empty means herb. The second pair of wings, the first we used to keep our opening key. And some gold. Confirmed. So now it's time to go find Cantlin. Nothing up here. Wyverns are here, so it's worth taking the regular heal here and there. Top of the map. Rogue scorpions are also here. Another argument for keeping the HP high. I did go up along the coast there. So I probably want to heal and go into that area I just backed out of. Bonk. Yeah, it was down past here and over to the left. Actually, wait, isn't this just north of Vermalder? Nice experience, 6969. Yeah, that was north of Vermalder. bumped into each other trying to run away. Let's go check. Did I actually clear that southwest corner out, though? I remember the enemies there were kind of tough, and might have taken a death? Actually, I'm close enough to the level that I probably should be taking the Warlocks. Level 15, we get 7 power, 4 agility, 4 health, 4 MP, sleep, outside, return. Repel is at level 16. We're not quite Death Necklace, and we're not quite Go. We do not need a lot of either attack power or HP for it to be Go, though. I was right earlier. Rogue Scorpion, gonna Rogue Scorpion. That's the harp trade. And nuts, tablet, and stones of sunlight. Harp trade's also down here. That one's the harp trade, furthest away. There's dead ends after the bridge. I can end up farming up enough for a magic armor. Oh, I don't think I checked this bridge above Sharlock, did I? Actually, yeah, I did. This leads to... No, this leads to a double dead end. This is fairly close to start, but it's the only area I can think of that I haven't checked. That's Hawksness. I could have seen it be a one tile just hiding in this little area, which I thought I had checked from the other side. This is one of those maps that's kind of my weakness, with lots of holes and bridges and paths everywhere, and everything all links together. It's a labyrinth instead of a maze. know what? I've had enough of this. I'm diving the grave. That does mean I'm going to need more HP and MP. Before I do that, let's make sure that I had seen the bottom of the map. Demon Knights dodge a quarter of your attacks. Well, I guess I'm not fighting that. Stop spell is also at level 16. Fourth item is the Stones of Sunlight. So I did have to dive grave. Probably don't need to be fighting Dromagi anymore, but they're here, I'll take them. Dragons are down here at least. You know what? We're taking the wizard. It's here. We can use the 100 XP. 120. Final item is gold, so the harp is on the coordinates. And the armor is in Charlock. is gonna lead up to the Garanham and coal area. Level 16. We know we're getting Repel and Stop Spell, but what else are we getting? 9 power, 3 agility, 8 health, 4 MP, Stop Spell, Repel. Yeah, that would be go. There's Cole. There's Garanham. Make sure I didn't miss a bridge or something up here. This is where I came in from, wasn't it? Hey, Vinchaos, welcome in. Kentlin is hiding on us. I don't need to be fighting anything right now. Yeah, that's gonna go back to start. Confirmed by the double cave. That's Hawk's Nest. I don't think I missed a one tile anywhere. Going left will take me over to Remolder. In fact, there's Remolder there. Probably should pick up one of those magic armors I've seen. Because I know I'm going to want it when it comes time to dive Sharlock. Hey, Fel Sorcerer, welcome in. Thank you for the lockup, I'll need it. Wait, hold on, is that bridge new territory? That bridge is new territory and we have found Cantlin. Right up along the edge of the map. It was a bit of a puzzle path to get here, so I'm not as angry as I should be with myself for missing it. I should be able to count that, no problem. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We knew that was going to be the harp. One for one on Red Dragon stop spells. I would like to know in case this turns out to be the enemy in Sharlock. On the spike in Sharlock. Two for two. Probably didn't need to take a heal here. Probably did, but probably the safety play. I guess I'm pushing my way towards level 17 then. The red dragons kinda made me. Kooky Ray, thank you for the follow. There's one thing one more level might get me, and that's enough HP to consider one dive instead of two. Thank you for the good luck, I'll need it. I got map bossed this seed though. Cantlin decided to hide in a corner on me. For a green dragon to resist hurt more. Should be down to 2 keys after I go back into Kent. I have 2 keys left, which should be exactly enough. Level 17, we get 1 power, 6 agility, 10 health, 1 MP. Well, we can try for 1 dive into Sharlock, but realistically we're doing 2. Those star wyverns are still out there too. So maybe I will get more keys before I head into Sharlock, in case I get slept and wrecked it while in the vault. Quest complete, finally. That should have happened a while ago. save, re-enter, and it's time to dive Sharlock. Let's go win this thing. We do have the magic armor going for us for a one dive too. I have 7 MP for regular heals or stop spells or any other minor spell I want to cast. Get your rainbow emotes out. I'll heal here. Off the top floor. I sure hope the golems don't have sleep today. Don't mind the blue dragons too much, even if they are a little harder to run from. Where do you think the Erdrick's armor is going to be? I'm going with 150, bottom left. Oh, red dragon's in the middle floor. That costs me a heal more. I don't have the death necklace either. That could be down here as well. Oops, all blue dragons. 150 chest is an herb. 100 chest is an herb. 50 chest is gold. I meant to say 50. 200 chest is a cursed belt. 300 chest is the armor. 250 chest is the death necklace. With the death necklace, I'm going for this. Gives you 10 attack power at the cost of a quarter of your health. Oh no, here we go again. Here we go again. Maybe I should have tried Stop Spell. Haven't we seen that play out before? Yeah, on the bottom floor is Sharlock, too. I forgot my prayers to RNGesus. Ooh, Werewolves of Sharlock. This is just some sort of joke, right? I didn't refill on herbs. But I guess if I heal walk it all off, that's okay. 84 agility. I should not be having trouble getting away from anything other than red dragons and maybe armored knights. Sometimes you gotta check just to remind the game, yes, I should have the agility to be running from that. Mind you, I think I have 5 herbs right now. Armored Knight we've seen but haven't fought. Actually, yes, we did fight him. I think my best move is actually Swing Hurt more. Which wasn't enough. Costs me a heal more. No, I only have 2 more MP. Let's just gulp down all but 1 herb. Hold B, become foolish. Become cursed. $33 and hurt more usually does do it, so I just ran into high HP Armored Knight. Do get a stop spell out of him. Round 2. Fight! I should need a little bit of luck, not a lot. I have something like 142 attack power. 12. 23. 34. 52. 72. 92. 103. 117. 129. 143. 155 is enough. Towards the lower end of his range. Thank you for the GGs, Rowdy Roddy Sniper, Sayaka Masaka. Fell Sorcerer. And no Princess. Time. Well, that seat should have been a lot faster. I lost Caitlin and then lost on my dive. The Star Wyvern sleeping and wrecking me. And double run blocking. Yeah. At least it's happening now and not on Wednesday when the evening when the race is. Lots of mid-tier enemies. Usually I'm complaining that there isn't enough mid-tier enemies. I was fighting them until super late because of the lack of repel. 15 of 21 green dragons fought. Got 70 heal mores, 63 hurt mores, 25 ambushes, 16 bonks, and final time of 144.51. got Brian Williams and DK above me in the group, and Gigalas, Zarnax, Mand, and Old Vampire Lady in the rest of the group. We did get the best group too. As well, we got the Garen Hamster group. Yeah, I'm not going to bother try to put that link in. I'm going to take a quick break, run an ad, and be right back with the second seed. Let's try not opening and closing the file at the same time. Alright, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Dragonlord must be defeated. And may the light shine upon thee. We're starting with a torch. Another torch. Happy Quailin noises. Required key. No spells, and 12 strength. So we'll probably want to use those torches up early, but 12 strength is not bad. Bottom of the map. Magician has hurt. Is this even randomized? Let's just throw the other torch to make sure we get the level. Level 2, we get 0, 7, 15, 3, return, heal more. Dong dong dong! Star Wyvern says no. It helps because I can go into this swamp tiles now. Oh, it also helps enough agility to defense break this Drakey, Magidrakey. Can always just crit too. Level 3, we get 5 power, 5 agility, 2 health, 9 MP. Definitely still slime time. I had exactly enough health to get through there. Bottom left corner of the map. There's a cave up here. Interesting. The harp trade. We don't have the harp. Nothing of use has been given to thee. We're nowhere near ready to fight a metal scorpion yet. Call a slight retreat to go pick up the level. Level 4. We get 4 power, 2 agility, 1 health, 4 MP, and hurt more. Ding ding ding! Excellent. Oops. Uh-oh, red dragons are out here. And they've got hurt more. Which may or may not be a problem, actually. Once I pick up Stomp Spell, I might be able to fight them instead. Granted, I'm a long way from that actually happening. But it is possible. Levels 5, we get 10 power, 4 agility, 3 MP, 3 HP, and 5 MP. No, there wasn't anything along the very bottom there. Nice, I got the Star Wyvern, level 6. We get 4 power, 9 agility, 1 health, 1 MP, and repel. Ambush was what we didn't want to see. Best move is probably just to go for hurt more and hope we one-shot, which we don't. We're going to continue trying to go that way, and we don't mind seeing the Star Wyverns. Warlock. I suppose we hurt more him just to make sure it gets used. Axe Knights are here too. We bring the Axe Knight down in 1. Level 7, we get 5 power, 6 agility, 2 health, 8 MP. Some decent numbers. All the swamp. Cave, it's the Stones of Sunlight Cave with the harp. Wrong quest item. New town. Hawksness. I suppose I have hurt more. I do have to check this. I can win some of the fights here. Like an Axe Knight. I do win the Axe Knight fight. And find the token. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I thought I still had regular heal. What I wanted to do was go fight another Axe Knight and then come back. Ho ho ho. Green dragon. We bring it down in 1 for level 8 too. We get 8 power, 4 agility, 20 health, 2 MP, and radiant. I love Lamp. Oh, there's a town here that isn't Hawksness. Garenham, home of the Garen hamsters. Full set of herbs, a dragon scale. I need to go turn in that harp too. I know where that turn-in is. There's a half plate here and a large shield. Probably should have prioritized the large shield. Do I go back to those hill tiles and try and get that large shield? I think so. Nice. Green dragon down in 1 again. Now do I want to also try for the half plate? Mind taking the death here if I miss, but I don't. Level 9, we get 1 power, 11 agility, 4 health, 11 MP, and sleep. Six, 7 HP. That's probably a rare instance where Hurt More the Magician might have been the correct move, just to guarantee I get back in. What was here for weapons again? No, there wasn't anything. Wyverns are also here. That is also a good enemy. No effect. What? Not allowed. Back to back, no effects. Just get give me 2 1 and 8s in a row. Back to back to back, no effect. And a run fail just to cap it all off. Still, we needed to go back home anyway because that's where the herp trade is. Here comes the staff of rain again, falling on my head like a memory. Let's go heal our MP2, and then we'll go back to fighting over near Garenham until we can get the full plate going, or half plate going. Or we get a bunch more levels. I'm close enough to level 10 that I'll swing at Magidrakeys. Swing at anything worth double digits. I say as I back out because I'm in the good zone now. Level 10. We get 11 power, 3 agility, 5 health, no MP. I think I'm best off just going for another hurt more here. This is where regular heal would come in handy. Instead of having to use an entire heal more. Nice, I get another green dragon down. Let's pick up that half plate, heal, pick up the level. And then go back to exploring. We're still not ready for a red dragon. we're getting close to being able to run from one. Even if it decides to triple run block. Level 11, we get 6 power, 2 agility, 3 health, 16 MP, hurt, and stop spell. I think it's time to go back to exploring now. How much am I punching for here? I don't know because I just crit. I'm tempted to stay for yet another level, but actually with 75 HP, maybe staying for another level isn't the worst idea. Once I'm over 80 though, where it gets much harder for a red dragon to do more than half my HP in one hit. Once you see a red dragon on the map, that dictates you find a good zone and you grind until you're ready to fight one. Wait, I have regular hurt now. I can follow up with that. Should still do slightly more than my fists right now. Level 12, we get 10 power, 2 agility, 7 health, no MP, and regular heal. And 7 health means that I should be good for dealing with red dragons. Broadsword would be nice so that I could fight them, but I will take being able to run from them. I don't know how likely they are to cast Hurt more, though. I've seen exactly one turn out of them. Next goal, especially now that I've found Garanham, is to try to find keys. The other thing I would like to see is the armor. And a weapon. He's still here. He's still here. He's still here. He's still here. And we got him. We're not ready to fight a blue dragon yet. Okay, they do like casting Hurt more. 1 for 1 on stop spells. 13 is probably a high roll, so... I'm not sure about that. I generally almost never run from them if I'm needing XP. Usually they run from me. I'd say you'd have to also have a good grind, which I do. I do have that Axe Knight in Hawk's Nest. As well as the overworld grind near Garanham. Of course, the other thing is that it depends on what spells do they have. Another ambush. Excellent. Even a hand axe would be good here. Even a copper sword wouldn't be bad. The Magic Wyvern's enough for the level. Level 13, we get 6 power, 2 agility, 6 health, 19 MP. Here, just have all the MP. He gone. That's the real danger of fighting the metal slime, though. Here's a cave. Is this Stone to Sunlight cave, though? When you hit him twice and he runs. It is. This should be Hawksness up here. Probably should be repelling, actually. There isn't a lot of mid-tier enemies. It's all either big stuff or small stuff. 2 for 2 on Red Dragon stop spells. Mind you, I cast Repel. What am I expecting? No such spells repel. It's actually summon Red Dragon. Ooh, I get away. Probably because I spotted another cave. It's a jerk. What a jerk. We aren't quite ready for him yet. Newtown, it is Hawksness. Okay. I thought it was farther north. Hawksness was. Here's a new cave though, so we'd better use an herb. The mountain cave. We're gonna use another herb then. First item is gold. Jerk bird. Ahem. Second item is an herb to replace some of the ones we've been using. We're out of MP to fight the Axe Knights with. Third item is a cursed belt, at least one search tile. Fourth is wings. A key would be nice here. Final item is gold. Mountain cave was a complete bust. Total zonk. Only running because I want to try and finish off this last little corner. looks like that isn't happening. Looks like that path is our only path. This one up by Garanham. We'll try going this way, though. Or we do find another town. Remolder, the key to keys, but not the key to keys. It's too bad I couldn't have found this before I found Mountain. Definitely want to check here for a weapon. Is this even randomized? That's what's normally there, a pair of wings. There's a hand axe here, we'll take it. There could be a small shield if there ends up being a gold grind. We will learn pretty quickly, because we're going to go check the treasury in the basement. And then we'll go to Garanham and check those. Back here we have the sword. We no longer care about weapons. Gold in the bottom left. An herb. And a fairy water. Hey, American Dweem, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. I will need it. Hoping to make brackets. Mind you, that's my goal every year. Tablet Cave, one check and no enemies. There's also gold down here. The only spell I don't have is outside. Now I kinda do want to fight red dragons. Now that I got an extra 40 attack power for the last time I checked. 122 already. find a key for a key. Empty. And the Stones of Sunlight. We're in armor trade and go. Yeah, I did. Swamp South. Interesting. We should probably do a gold grind for the magic armor and silver shield. I could sit here and grind, but I don't actually want to. Olive Grave and Cole and Cantlin. Should be 5. Let's see, 15 plus 8 is 23. We should probably prioritize going and turning everything in after we get that silver shield and magic armor, though. Any amount of money. Any amount. Start with the magic armor. Giving us 1 hit point back every 4 steps and resistance to hurt more. It is night time, apparently. And axe night time. No effect, but an 8. Really should be keeping myself topped off. Silver shield, get. We'll go up, but we'll follow this swamp. It'll eventually lead us over to where the jerk is and we can trade all our quest items in. There we go. No, he's still further north. Quest complete. So we are on an armor hunt now. This was Hawksness. We will be back here if we need to grind at all. Is this mountain or is this a new cave? It is mountain. Swamp is in Garanham. If that turns out to be the answer. Hopefully there's no one-tile bridge hiding over here that I'm missing, like last seed. There's a bridge on either side. We'll take this one first. That's why we took it first. I was pretty sure it was going to lead into the corner like that. New town, it's coal! Exclamation mark coal, what will you find? gonna be the armor. Am I done? I find nothing. Good day, sir. Saka finds a wooden sword. Isn't that just a really fancy way to say stick? Please, that means there has to be an item on... No, there is an item in... in Hawksness, so there doesn't have to be an item in Cantlin. Which could still be the Death Necklace. Okay, it's a really awesome stick, but still, it's just a stick. Six, 8, right between the meme numbers. New town. Do we have disappointment or do we have numbers? This is gonna put me just short of the level, too. Yep. We have numbers. Heal first. I think that's going to be west of Rimalder. Do I want to try to find Grave first? Did I just find Grave? I did in fact just find Grave. If I find either the Death Necklace or the armor up here, I know the other is on the coordinates. Level 14, we get 1 power, 6 agility, 50 health, 2 MP. I suddenly want the Death Necklace. Gold. The Death Necklace. Outside is at either 15 or 16. And the Fighter's Ring. I have the flute already, right? No, I don't have the flute, so no, I do need to dive this. I am seed bleeding a bit because there is nothing on coal on this seed, and I thought it was... I had been to coal on... But that was last seed the flute was in coal. I even complained about lack of randomization. Third item is a fourth item is a dragon scale. Looks like I'm probably repelling everything down here. Final item is an herb. So I could have ignored this. I don't think it's the best idea to ignore it when I'm looking for the armor. And the flute is still out there. Bonk, bonk. I think the play is to save Gwaelin here, rather than to try and count it out by hand. Actually, I probably should be going for Swing Hurt more here. I have the power for it now. Mini boss is also an armored knight. $15 thanks to the silver shield. Guess who still doesn't have outside? I'll heal in Garanham. Or Remolder. She's taking my dragon scale. Does she know where I keep that thing? I'd better heal here. I still haven't found Charlock. Which I think it has to be over here to the west anyway. Just based on how much of the map I've seen. Okay, about how far are we? Looks like we actually need to go around. Remember, it dips back down to where the grave was. Which means going through swamp was actually the play. Two for 3. 3 for 4. He could be dealing 41, but probably not. We saw 20, so his potential maximum is 41. Oh, we have seen Charlock. And then Cantlin and Grave were over here too. I was right the first time. I need to go to Remolder, then get to 28 West, and then go up. should be pretty close. I am right on top of it, and it's the armor. Go up top, hopefully pick up the level along the way, and then heal up in Cantlin and win. The one time I want to see a red dragon. Or 4 axe knights. Yeah, I know. Imagine having the armor outside Sharlock. Well, level 15, it's not strictly necessary, but 0037 outside. That must be Breckenary. Or was it Cole? Either way, we're not going in there. Both were disappointing. Yeah, it's easily go with the Death Necklace. What is my agility anyway? 84. That was the grave. I think I will pick up a couple of fairy waters for the dive too. Thought my inventory wasn't full, but no, I turned everything in a long time ago. Normally that frees up 2 spots, but I was able to accomplish that early. Get your rainbow emotes out. I am on an exact multiple of 8, so I don't get to cast any minor spells. Any spell cast uses up a heal more. Armored Knights in the top zone. I am probably repelling the other 4 enemies that are there. We don't mind stone men. Red Dragon's in the final zone. Hopefully our run luck holds, and encounter luck. You have plenty of HP as a buffer, though. Dragon is the mini-boss. Hopefully we've got the hit points to power through that. We actually don't mind seeing Hurtmores because of Erdrick's armor. It also carries the resistance to Hurtmore that the magic armor carries. We've made it. Heal up to full, hold B, become foolish. Become cursed. Keep healing. Looking for a stop spell. Swing hype. Round 2. Fight. Eight. 19. I believe that 8 is a min roll. It is. 35. 48. 63. 73. 84. Looks like I'm about to swing ahead. 96. 112. 123. 134. I don't need to gamble. I would have lost it anyway. 151. Gotta heal. Can't give up the 100%. 65 is maximum exactly. Thank you for the GGs, Rowdy Roddy Sniper. And... oh, not time because I have to wait for Gwaylin. We'll have to wait for the official time from the machine then. From the end screen. Get Airman for our victory music. Do 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 do. Twelve of 12 race spot in that early grind near Garanham. Not a lot of mid-tier enemies, but I didn't need them because I had hurt more early and fought green dragons. 10 of 11 fought in 1 death because I missed Hurtmore 3 times in a row. 40 Healmores, 80 Hurtmores, 19 ambushes, 9 bonks, and final time of 1:18:28. Red Edge Dalveron. He's playing some DWR as well, practice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next mission.